Hello everyone, welcome to today's class, and today's class is Mannequin Mimic. Let's move on to language focus. 1번. Still, nobody noticed him standing there, mannequin-like, with a designer handbag in his hand. Okay, so as you can see, I have highlighted the word like. Now, we're not talking about 좋다, alright? So, what are we talking about? We use like after a noun, 명사, to create an adjective, 형용사, of similarity. So something 비슷한 거예요. So, I guess when something is similar, 뭐 같다, 같은 거예요. Something that is similar, yes. So if we look at our example sentence here, it says scientists are looking for other Earth-like planets in our galaxy. Earth-like planets. So basically what we're saying is 과학자들은 우리 운하계에 다른 지구 같은 행성들을 찾고 있습니다. So something similar to Earth or like Earth. Or, our next example, in many ways, dogs and cats are remarkably human-like. So 개와 고양이는 놀라울 정도로 사람 같다. Like, surprisingly, they are like humans. They have emotions. They are happy, they are sad, etc., etc. So, human beings, people like us, share very similar characteristics as dogs and cats. Very simple today. So, 명사, like, is to talk about something that is similar to something else. Okay, 2번. But unfortunately for him, the store was not quite as deserted as he expected. Okay, so I have highlighted not quite as deserted as he expected. Now, this is a pattern. We use this pattern, not quite as, plus 형용사, as one had expected, to express that something fell at the least a little bit short of what was anticipated or expected, 예상하다, in some way. The words one had are sometimes dropped. Okay, so let me explain it easier. In many cases, you can use like 뭐뭐뭐 했던 것만큼 뭐뭐지 않다. As just a reference point. So if I look at these two example sentences here. So Victor discovered that Korean food wasn't quite as spicy as he expected. 빅터는 한국 음식이 그가 기대했던 그만큼 맵지 않았다는 것을 발견했다. 그래서 원래 빅터는 한국 음식이 많이 맵다고 생각했습니다. 근데 먹는 후에 빅터가 this is not as spicy as I anticipated, as I expected. Or the next example, that movie was not quite as good as I had expected. 그 영화는 내가 기대했던 것만큼 좋지 않았다. So I had high expectations for this movie, but it was not as good as I expected. Okay, now let's move on to the language focus quiz. 1번. Has many postcard-like views. So, remember, when we use like after a 명사 to create a 형용사 of similarity, 같은. So as I said before, scientists are looking for other Earth-like planets in our galaxy. So 과학자들은 우리 은하계 다른 지구 같은 행성들을 찾고 있습니다. So, in number one, has more postcard-like views. Now, what does it mean? Postcard-like views. Basically, it means so beautiful that you could put it on a postcard. So, a long time ago, when you used to go on holiday, you would write on the back of a postcard. So, what should I say? Maybe, I've never been, but maybe Greece has many postcard-like views. So basically what I'm saying is 그리스는 엽서를 보는 것과 같은 견해를 가지고 있다. It looks beautiful just like a postcard would. Alright. 2번. Is like food. This is difficult. American pickles is a Korean radish like food. 미국 피클은 한국의 무와 비슷한 음식이다. I think they're similar. Okay, 3번. I found out that wasn't as difficult as I had expected. Remember when we talked about not quite as one expected. So Victor discovered that Korean food wasn't quite as spicy as he expected. 빅터는 한국 음식이 그가 기대했던 그만큼 맵지 않다는 것을 발견했다. So I would say, let's say, I found out maybe working at Kia wasn't quite as difficult as I expected. 키아에서 일하는 것이 생각보다 어렵지 않다는 것을 알게 되었습니다. Yeah, just an example. 4번. Many people have been disappointed to find out that wasn't quite as nice as they expected. Let's just say many people have been disappointed to find out that, I don't know, Jenny wasn't quite as nice as they expected. 많은 사람들은 제니가 그들이 기대했던 만큼 착하지 않았다는 것을 알고 실망했다. So maybe they thought she was nice, but turns out she wasn't nice. Alright, now let's look at the further discussion. 1번. What would you do if you came to work and discovered somebody sleeping in the ceiling? Do you think this could ever happen at your workplace? 만약에 여러분이 일하러 와서 천장에서 자고 있는 누군가를 발견한다면 어떻게 할 건가요? 여러분은 직장에서 이런 일이 일어날 수 있다고 생각하나요? I'm a freelancer, so I have many workplaces. Let's just say, for example, it happened to one of the workplaces that I went to. I guess I would be a little shocked, but since I don't work for a company, I could probably just assume that that might be someone who works there and decided to sleep there. I don't think it could really happen because there's a lot of security to at like the places that I work. But you never know. 2번. In your opinion, should the man in Oklahoma incident be punished? How should authorities handle this situation? 독자분의 생각에 오클라호마 사건의 남자는 처벌을 받아야 할까요? 당국은 그의 상황을 어떻게 처리해야 할까요? If you're intruding in on a place, of course you should be punished. There are actually people who there was a word for it, but I forgot. But there are people who actually sneak into people's houses and stay in their attic. What's this called? It's called like I forgot the name for it anyway. But this is a problem that's happened in America as well. So it's trespassing basically, and therefore you should be punished whenever you're trespassing. But to be honest with you, it was a very clever idea for that person to get into the store and stay in the store. But yes, he should be punished, of course. Anyway, that wraps it up for today, and I'll see you on the next class.
Pose as.
Pose as.
Facial feature.
Facial feature.
Come to life.
Come to life.
Deserted.
Deserted.
Quit while one is ahead.
Quit while one is ahead.
Beam.
Beam.